Welcome to Dave Take Finance. In today's video, we will be discussing about loan write-off in banks. This video is going to be quite interesting and useful, so I request you to watch the video till the end. And now let's start with the first slide, which is on what is loan write-off. So we must start with understanding the meaning. For that reason, we already know what is loan. It is considered as an asset for any bank. I have already mentioned it in many of my previous videos that loans are considered as an asset for any bank because they earn their interest margin on that. So loans are generally considered as assets. Now write-off means the reduction in the value of asset that were present in the book of accounts of the company. So here, because we will be talking about loan write-off, we will be generally involving the banks and the financial institution. It is recorded as a bad debt expense on account of payment not received or loss incurred. So write-off is nothing but reduction in the value of asset. Asset what? Asset here is loan that is provided by banks to the borrowers. Now it is shown as a bad debt expense because bad debt means the loan that has not been recovered in full, and it is shown as an expense because the payment has not been received and losses has been incurred. So this is how write-off is done. It is reduction in the value of assets and recording as a bad debt expense on account of payment not received. Now let's see what is bad debt. I have already mentioned, but let's read it once. Bad debt can happen when borrower defaults on loan repayment since longer. So generally it is more than 1 year and has been declared bankrupt. Bankrupt means the borrower is now not in position of paying back the loan because he is financially broken or he is out of reach. So the borrower is not in position of making the repayment and thus has been declared bankrupt or intentionally does not want to. The amount of debt that could not be collected is taken as a loss and the lender writes it off. Now because banks has to make provision for the assets which are not performing also, so they are called non-performing assets or non-performing loans which has not been recovered. So banks are as per RBI guidelines, they make provisions, and for that reason they keep a large amount of money aside which is not used in the day-to-day banking business. Now this hampers the banking financial statements and structure, its efficiency in the business. Now for that reason, the lender tries to write off all the loans which has been almost impossible to recover. Loan write-off. So what is loan write-off? Let's read it once. When loans are written off, they are removed as asset from balance sheet. So we already learned that write-off means reduction in the value of asset. So it is removed as asset from the balance sheet because we as a consumer, we see that assets are recorded in the balance sheet only. Now because the bank does not expect to recover payment, the portion that company does not expect to collect is written off. Now why here it is mentioned portion? Because it may happen in full amount, it may happen in portion. Suppose a borrower who has taken loan has paid initial EMIs but later on started defaulting. So the loan that has been recovered is again standard, but the part of loan that has not been recovered is treated as loss and can be written off by the bank. Now in the same way, it may happen that the borrower who has taken the loan, he has not made any payment, in partial or full, he has not made any payment. So in that case, the full loan amount may be written off on bank's choice. So it may happen in full, it may happen in portion. The company credits the account receivable account on the balance sheet and debits the bad debt expense account on the income statement. So this is the procedure how loan write-off is mentioned in the book of accounts. We know that there is a double entry system. So what happened that it is shown as bad debt expense debit on the income statement and it is credited as account receivable account on the balance sheet. So because the bank is no more able to receive from there and they are intentionally trying to show it as a bad debt expense or their loss incurred. Now let's move and see, is loan write-off same as waive off? So there is a big difference and there is a huge confusion. Generally people think that if the loan has been written off by the bank, they are now free and it is seen as waive off. They need not make any repayment now. They are not burdened with the loan anymore. But this is not the case. The writing off a bad loan does not mean that the borrower has been exempted from repayment. Okay, thus bank will not stop recovery process and may recover part of defaulted loan when it reaches any resolution. So waive off, we know that whenever loan waive off is done, it is generally done for priority sectors like agriculture sectors, where the farmers come into position where they are not able to make any profit out of their productions, and thus they are not able to pay back the loan. So loan waived off is provided in which all their loans are forgiven and they are not asked for repayment. However, right now we learned that it is the reduction in the value of asset, but that does not mean that borrower will be exempted from loan repayment. So you see over here this line that the borrower will still be in pressure to make the repayment. Bank will not stop the recovery process and it may recover part of defaulted loan when it reaches any resolution. So the cases where the bad debts are huge amount and it is in position of getting it right off, in that kind of cases it is generally dealt in court, and civil cases. So there are chances that it may reaches to resolution, and then whatever amount is recovered from the defaulter, that is shown as profit for the bank. Even after the loan has been written off, it is shown as profit for the bank. So writing off does not in any way means exemption for the borrower. Now let's see, here was one important news I thought of including it. As per RBI data on global operation, public sector and private sector banks wrote off rupees 80,893 crore during the current financial year 2019 to 2020. So you can see this is such a huge amount, 80,893 crore in one financial year. It shows that the written off is done. It shows that how big is the defaulted amount when we come to banking and financial sector. So the main problem is NPAs, non-performing assets, when banks are not able to recover if there is any default from the borrower. So that becomes the main hamper in any banking business. And thus you can see there is such a huge amount which extend a burden on the banking sector, and thus it becomes necessary to try out measures to again become efficient and run the business smoothly. Now let's see some of the benefits to bank. Anyways, it is considered as loss asset from where the recovery of or repayment is impossible almost. But there are some benefits which is presented to the bank why they write off the loans. So first is, let's see, doubtful and loss assets which has remained non-performing for a period of more than 12 months, and thus 100% provisioning is made by bank. So we all know that provisions are created by the bank in case of assets. So when it is doubtful and loss assets which has been non-performing, it means the repayment is not being made from more than 12 months. 100% provision is made as per RBI guidelines. Now provision is keeping aside some money, in terms of the loan amount, so that if the borrower has defaulted, there is money kept to keep the business running. So 100% provisioning is made by the bank in case of doubtful and loss assets. Now, what are the benefits when bank use write-offs? So, bank use write-offs to remove bad loans from their balance sheet and minimize their tax liability. Now, when it is shown in the balance sheet, it is shown as an asset. Now, generally, if asset side, it is not being recovered, the repayment is not possible, but it is shown as asset. So it will give an indication that bank is in a very good position. It is financially strong. It is having so much of asset, but the reality is the repayment is not being made. The recovery is not being made. So those are non-performing assets. Now, so to remove those kind of non-performing assets from the balance sheet, it becomes important to write off the loans and also to minimize the tax liability. Now, how it will minimize the tax liability? Let's see. When a non-performing loan is written off, the lender receives a tax deduction from the loan value. So lender would generally receive a tax deduction also because it is shown as an expense. So when it is shown as a bad debt expense after writing off in the income statement, it reduces the profit margin, and if the profit margin will be reduced, there will be lesser tax to be paid to the government. The loan write-off does not take away bank's right of recovery from the borrower through legal means. So I already mentioned, beside having benefits like tax reduction and cleaning up of balance sheet, it also provides banks to control full right in recovering the amount from the borrower through the legal means. So any amount which is recovered later on after the write-off is considered as profit, and it's shown as profit in the income statement. After writing off bad loans, any recovery made against them is considered as profit for the bank. This makes the bank's financial position look better than before. Thus, loan write-offs become an important measure by the banks to improve their financial condition a bit and to show the consumers, the stakeholders, that it is now in the better financial position. Now let's see it is related to you as a borrower. So can you ask lender to write off loan if you are not able to make loan repayment, you are struggling through your financials? Can you ask such things? So if you are unable to make loan repayment in any case, in any extreme situation, you are just not able to make loan repayment, you may approach your lender, which can be your bank, your financial institution, any bank agent or officials. So you may approach them and you can ask them to write off the loan. Now some creditors may agree to do this only if, but there are certain conditions in which conditions they may agree to write off your loans. So let's see that. Some creditors may agree to do this if they are unlikely to get any repayments from you because of your financial position. So if your lender is going through your financial position, it has seen your property, your assets, your income, and if it is sure that now you are not in a position to make any repayment because you are not having any asset, you have lost your job, or in any way there is nothing that can be done to make the repayment, so this would be the first condition that your creditor or lender will see. What is your financial position? Is there any way you can make the repayment or not? Second is, you can show evidence that you have no assets to repay the debts and it is not worthwhile for them to keep pursuing the debt. So this also you can do. You can show evidence that you are not in a position, and thus you can ask your bank, your financial institution, so to not force or pursue the debt because you are not able to do so. It's not intentionally, it's because of your position. However, lenders only agree to write off loan in most serious cases with proof such as medical evidence. So generally they do not agree, it's not 100% sure, but they somewhat agree in some most serious cases. So if it is something related to medical condition with proof of medical evidence, you show that you are unable to make repayments and all, then they might agree. In practice, instead of writing off the loan, lenders may simply agree to not contact you or force you about the loan repayment for an agreed period of time. So this is generally what is done, what is seen, what is more evident. So lenders will understand your financial position, but will not write off your loan. Instead, they will say that they will not force you or contact you for a given period of time. But after you again become stable in your financial position after a certain period of time, they may ask you for loan repayment. In some cases, lenders might be willing to write off part of a loan if you can pay off the remaining amount in a single lump sum or over a few months. So this is also generally seen, which is generally taken by lender. So what they do is they will ask you that whatever loan you have defaulted, now you make some payment as full and final settlement. So either in lump sum or over a few months, but you try to make almost 70 to 80% of the payment and in full and final settlement. So they may ask you to do so, and after that whatever portion will be left, they would agree to write off that portion. It's not guaranteed that your lender will accept your offer. Your chances of them agreeing will often depend on the percentage you can pay back, but lenders are more likely to agree to a partial settlement than simply writing off the whole balance. So this is what all the conditions that might happen if you approach your lender to write off your loan. Okay, so this was all about loan write-off, and I tried explaining as much as possible. I'm sure it must be clear to you. Any doubt, you can ask me in comments. And thank you for all the support. Thank you for watching. Do like and share my channel. Subscribe to my channel, DevTech Finance. Thank you all.